So bigger picture and more. Nothing wrong with a little honesty. How are we feeling?
Happy birthday, Monica.
Yes. Get to that here. Happy birthday, Monica. Yes, happy birthday,
Appreciate
Monica.
you.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
We
Happy
see you out there
birthday.
cutting up.
Okay.
Happy
Go ahead.
Monica,
Tell them.
ain't nobody tell you was grown
Tell them.
and can be around here wearing what you. I saw the picture, ma'am. I saw the picture. But happy birthday.
That's what happens when you order things online and just pack it.
Gotcha.
If y'all missed it, Monica out there showing her booby tops. Yes. Out there gallivanting in these.
It's not a
Looking
normal Monica
delicious.
shop.
Yes. She's out there living her life free. Yes, without judgment. How old are you today, Monica? 21? 22?
We're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with that.
All right then. So you know what?
I mean, my
25.
birth certificate says 40, but
You know.
but we're gonna go with 30.
Okay, 30, because your insurance went down. Your insurance went down.
There you go. There you go.
Yes, your car insurance is quite affordable now. So we'll go with 30. The 21, they still, you know how they do it at 21. And do it at 21. Yes, 30. 30, they don't care if you're married or not. They bringing it down. You pay $137 a month, something like that. Yeah, when you join the military, maybe you get it down to $87 a month. Say something like that. Well, hopefully all of you. Well, we got someone who's to sing.
87 what?
$87 for insurance. Car insurance.
Texas-ish.
Yes.
Texas.
Yes.
I ain't never had an $87 car.
Well, you know what? We will welcome you when you get down here to get it. We will get you here quickly. Yes.
I'm gonna frame it.
Yeah, you frame it. Shia, would you like to sing us happy birthday?
Yes. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, all right. Come on, y'all. Let me your mics.
All right now.
Thank you, Arshia.
It is.
Love it.
You're welcome.
It is. It is. Queen Chi is busy doing something, but she texted me and told me to tell you happy birthday. There you go. There you go. Wanted to get it directly. Oh, she said it in the chat too. Happy birthday, boo, was when she said. There you go. There you go. All right, we're talking about the bigger picture and more, and it has little to do with technology this week. You'll learn a lot, but I have nothing to do with that, your ability to learn or your desire to learn. I just know that you will learn everything you're supposed to because there are no mistakes. Well, you would travel amongst traveling. So I'm going to play a short video real quick, and then I'm going to talk about some things that time has been well spent, and we must go where the Father is going.
Watch it.
Last question will come from this young lady.
I don't mean to be rude. Everybody has a limited amount on this life, but if you are trying to teach everyone something, then everyone's gonna pass away soon, so what's the point?
Oh. All right, that's a tough one, Mr. Guru.
So if we are trying to teach something which is going to take a long time, let's say I want to teach you something which will take 1,000 years, then your question is relevant. I'm talking about not teaching you something, just opening up a dimension within you which is naturally in a certain way. Is it true? What did you have for breakfast? What's your name?
Arna.
Aruna?
Agna.
Okay. What did you have for breakfast?
Bagel.
Bagel. So you eat a bagel. Does a bagel look like you? No. So you eat this bagel, right now this work is going on, the bagel is becoming a little girl. Yes or no? So is there an intelligence within you which is capable of turning bagel into a human being? You have. Suppose I could take a bagel in my hand and make it into a human being, who would you think I am? Must be the source of creation, isn't it? But you are doing it. You're making a bagel into a human being, you're really fantastic. When you're such a fantastic human being that you can turn a bagel into a human being, you are not a small possibility, you are a tremendous possibility. Because in 2, 3, 4 hours you can make a bagel into a human being. Is it a small phenomenon? When you're able to do such a thing, you becoming joyful, how many thousand years should it take? If you allow me, we can make it happen in a few minutes. But if you become an adult, it'll take a few hours.
Thank you guys very much. Thank you very much. Maybe again next year.
All right, thank you all for paying attention. You may now exit and get some snacks in the back, as people back there will be able to help you in attendance. We're so grateful for you. The bigger picture, right? If you are here today, then you're supposed to be, and that has nothing to do with my will but yours. Also, if you, here, Deanna, come do me a favor while I'm talking. Come make the appropriate people co-host for me. If you, let's get on camera. You'll be all right. I'm gonna move so gracefully. Come on, hurry up and get this done. If you are here, it's because you, the creator, which is the one infinite creator, or God, or Allah, Dios. I don't know. I'm trying to go to you. I know what I'm talking about. Jesus, Holy Spirit. But however you recognize this power, told you to bring you back to reality this morning. And it's part of what we're doing. Now, me and money cometh like money. But it's not money that it's like. It's, it's the words we use when we're attempting to speak quickly from one human to another. But the truth is, Frida, you didn't come here to be a computer programmer. You didn't come here to be a millionaire. You didn't come here to be a humor consultant. You came here to change the world, in lack of a better phrase, right? That's what you're here for. The cool thing is, Jerome's God loves whatever Jerome loves. If Jerome loves football, then Jerome God's love football. Right? It's just, if it's OH, I couldn't resist myself. I know y'all here. Yes. Then you know what? That's God's team, right? Because whatever you love is what God loves. What's your purpose? Right? All of you are here to find the highest expression of yourselves. And however you incarnate in this life right now, and whatever is around you, is how you will express that. Right there, truly, I've done all the teaching I need to do. And there's 16 weeks of notes in what I just said. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewind that. And it's the only thing I'm going to talk about. And if you're looking for notes of how to make money, I can assure you it's there. If you're looking for how to restructure your sales process, which we'll talk about, I can assure you it's there. If you're looking of how to pay your bills, I can assure you it's there. What I said to you was, all of you are here to be the highest expression of yourself. What I left out, Arshia, is you were born that way. I'm coming back to that. That's why I left it out. All of you are here to be the highest expression of yourselves, and whatever is around you and whatever climate in which you have grown. Properly structure that sentence without using a preposition at the end. Whatever climate in which you have grown, this expression of yourself would take on your environment. And up until now, all but one person that I can see on this call is not in harmony with their environment. It's just one of you that have mastered, and it's a male. So if it's one of you and it's a male. So no offense, I won't say the names, I don't want to offend anybody. It's just one of you, it's a male, that have mastered how to be in full harmony of your environment. And that's not a bad thing. You've lost your way by focusing on what you're supposed to do rather than of who you are. So the bigger picture, Sister Booker, is what do I want ATS to do in the minds and hearts of other people? Think about that. When is the last time you genuinely, you can fib if you want, thought about your company, your life, your existence, and asked your company, what impact did we just have on that prospect? Not presently only, but as they move forward, how have we impacted the ripple of water that will continue in their lives? That's the big picture. It's why ATS has a technical side and a spiritual side. Because I am wise enough, I am present enough, forget wisdom. I am present enough to know I am heaven. And I'm also present enough to know that if I am heaven, then heaven should have side effects presently. Y'all didn't hear me. I am wise enough, excuse me, forget wise. I am present enough to know I am heaven. But I'm not allowed to be heaven and have drama in every area of my life. Therefore, if I am heaven, it is also understood that heaven should have side effects. If I put heaven into a living room, well, then that living room should have streets of gold or something in it, or whatever your view of heaven is, right? You know, it's like if I'm boiling water has side effects. Temperature gets up and makes some noise. If you put your hand in it, you will feel those side effects. You understand? Well, everything has side effects, and everything would have an unintended side effect too, things we don't typically pay attention to. What is the impact that we are doing? And it's important. And today I'm going to release a video. It's going to take a while. It's got to be edited, and it's 4K, 60 frames per second, 40 gigs. It's going to take a while, and then the upload. So it'll be, I'd say, sometime in this afternoon or evening, there would be a video that would be uploaded, I should say. And it is the changing of the ATS sales process. Grace, would you want to pick up from here?
Antonio helped me to come up with the updated ATS sales process, and it is fantastic.
Wait a minute, Grace. Hold on.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Thank you so much. Y'all humble though. I need y'all to unhumble yourselves. Wait a minute. Let's go back a little bit. Grace has been effing up. Is that how I told it to you?
Yeah.
Did I say effing?
Yeah.
No. I used the ucking after it. Okay, all right, there you go. All right. And Phil, I walked in here. She nervous as hell. This is about 2 weeks ago now. Susan, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love it. You know, she's an empath. Her stomach just dropped. You're gonna love it, Susan. It's a good story. Rainbows and unicorns. I walked in here and I said, excuse me for a moment. I'm about to curse because I want you to hear the impact of it twice. Okay. Allow me that so you can understand what I told Grace. I said, Grace, you've been fucking up. Source told me it's actually me that's been fucking up. Y'all not listening. You're not listening. Okay, Law gets it. I walked in. I said, Grace, you've been fucking up. But Source told me it's actually me that's fucking up. Can you tell him why, Grace?
He said Source told him, well, I've been giving you the plan on what to do, and you
fucking
fuck it up.
plan up,
You
Grace.
fucking the plan up.
That's what I told him.
Oh,
So what was the conclusion?
so the conclusion was, I need to help you come up with your plan, because if it's your plan and you fuck it up, that's on you.
All right, listen. This is what I told her. I walked in, she was all panicky, and I said, listen, I was meditating. Source told me the only reason you messing up is because I put my plan on you. And this is my exact words, Sister Book. I said this next after I cuss. But God knows the plans he has for you. Plans to prosper you. Plans to give you hope and a future. The problem is I have my plans on you. And you didn't do well in my plan. And then Deanna went, what did you say, Deanna? They had no idea what to talk about this. What did you say, Deanna?
I love when Source talks to Antonio.
That was her exact words. They start laughing and everything. Everybody's like, oh my God, thank you so much. And I said, Grace, give me a plan. You give me a plan for sales and what we need to do for each other. And we'll go from there. And I want you to pay attention to something, y'all. My plans are brilliant. They never fail. But they don't belong on everybody. You're missing it again. You're missing it. Just because something's a good idea, don't mean it's a good idea for Sister Booker. I really need y'all to catch that.
Antonio, I have an example.
Yes, sir.
So when we started working together, you suggested you really pushed it. You said that, Ibrahim, you got to scale up, you got to hire writers under you and so on. And though there's literally companies like Clear Voice, $1 million, over $1 million bought off by Fiverr, big companies doing this. So this works. But I write because I like writing. So then there's literally, I was the marketing director and I could have started just a marketing firm if all I wanted was to scale and then make money from other people working. But I wanted to monetize something I like doing. So, which is why sometimes we can offer things for as low as $20 or $10, just because I actually like doing it. And whenever I get an influx of more money from corporate clients, I'm like, okay, I can afford to drop my prices for this many hours in the week and still make good money. And then I bring those to ATS. But my point is, you and me, we're different. Now, if you were me, the number one thing you'd do is you'd literally hire someone else to write.
Right.
That's why I am with you.
That's exactly right.
But then again, that's the thing. If you were to force me into that plan, that business would fail. And yes, it would to 100%. To a large extent fail because you were imposing your good plan on me, who just wasn't the right fit to execute that plan.
Right. Right. And then he tried it for a little bit. It was like, you know what? Nah, it's okay. Because there was some quality coming back he didn't like. And I realized, I didn't tell him, but I realized, well, I forced him to be a manager instead of a writer. He's spending more time managing other people's times, personalities, talents, instead of doing what he loved, which was writing.
Wow.
Right?
Antonio,
Yes,
he-
ma'am.
those people didn't have any connection with anyone here.
Right.
So they didn't have the feel.
Right. Right. Completely agree.
The
Completely.
personal,
And
be that
and
little
I,
bit.
and I got some of them onto one of the conferences, not the daily calls, but got them on the conferences. And basically, like, we had a meeting afterwards, and then it was literally just 2 hours of me listening to people say in different words the same thing, which was like, oh, this is all just, wishful thinking, fantasy, self-help, we're all stuck, blah blah blah, like that. It was just a whole bunch of that. I was like, no wonder you cannot create good self-help content. So but yeah, basically,
Yeah.
I did try to bring people in so they could get a feel of this and they could be a part of it. But just like Antonio's plan is not for everyone, Antonio's content and his community aren't for everyone either.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. So I came in and I told Grace, Source told me I'm the one messing up. You ain't been messing up. That's just what I did. Did I not? Like, go ahead.
He did, because my heart dropped to my stomach because I didn't know what was about to happen.
I said rainbows and unicorn season.
Yeah.
I said rainbows and unicorns. Okay. It's cotton candy and lemon drops. It's okay. It's all right. That's what I said. And so we want to redoing the sales process. And I let her do it first. And I didn't say anytime I do something, it's always for someone else. I always say, all right, Tatiana, tell me what you want. And then I'll do something brilliant behind it. I didn't do that this time. I said, Grace, whatever you, Kim, this is what I said, Grace, whatever you say, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna submit to whatever you say. And I just let her talk. I let her write on the board. She was scared at first, and I just said, just go ahead. And she put something out there that was just for her. It was great. Just for this, great. Because I already know I'm about to bring in some more people. I've already sent that energy, that radio signal out there is coming back. And I never even put a post. I just did it in meditation, like boom, come back. So I already know. But now I don't have to worry about it because they'll be in Grace's plan. Whenever people have ownership of a thing, they take care of it. Do you understand? How many of you like me? There should be everybody because all y'all entrepreneurs, y'all crazy as hell. How many of you like me? If you don't own it, you don't do well at it. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah. I know that for sure about me.
Gotta have skin in the game.
I gotta have some skin in the game. Man. I need, and I don't need to own the whole thing. Just let me own my piece that you asked me to do. Right? Just move. What's the benchmark you want me to hit? Move out the way. Yes, sir.
I even mess up stuff I own. It's like, unless I paid a really good price to own it, I might not even use it.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So she came out with a good plan. And I let her, have I messed with your plan?
Nope, not at all. You just make sure I'm sticking to the plan that I said.
Well, won't you explain whatever the plan, just in short terms, I want to speed up to something else, but explaining whatever plan you came up with.
So with the plan I came up with, Antonio said, I'm what I want to do is you coming up with your plan. I want to make you me. I want to make you me. He wanted to make me him. And so he said, hey, so he just started asking me questions so that I could get it. And he said, okay, so what's important? What do you do? What gets you money the most? I said, well, calling people. He said, okay. Well, okay. So if you call people, you do, what else do you do? I said, I make appointments. He said, okay, so really, is it you talking to people, calling them, or is it to making it an appointment? So to making it an appointment after like 30 minutes. Oh, you got it. Okay. So He said, making appointments is where your money is. You get 3 out of 4, you get 75% of the people. Okay. So because of that, first half of the day, you're going to call and schedule appointments. The second half of the day, you're going to execute those appointments that you scheduled. And he said, if anybody decides they want to schedule a call during the time that you're scheduling appointments, oh, you go ahead and be cordial and take the phone call. But in so many words, let them know you're calling me where at the time I'm talking to you, I could have made 5 more appointments. So I'm gonna need 5 referrals from you. So I got that straight. We got that going. So first half of the day, that's what I do. So I schedule the appointments first half of my day. My day starts at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time. And from 7 a.m. to 12, that's what I do. I schedule appointments. Okay.
Yeah. And I walked in here late today. She had already made 5 calls or something. I ain't gotta tell her that. It's her plan. You know what I'm saying? It's her plan. Now, Grace, do we have all that written down when they came up with that? The 75% this, or at least a picture?
I have a picture. Yes.
Send me that picture. Drop that picture to me on this iMac. And I'll show you all the picture because I want to. There's 2 things I'm talking about today for the Anthony Lucases out there in the world. Readjusting your sales process and readjusting your life. And if you pay attention, like Friday or Saturday, I put out a little post out there. I say, at everyone, 2 people only, conditions apply. And I ain't responding to nobody yet because I'll come back to that. So she's getting ready to send me a picture. If I take you there too fast, I'm sure you're gonna disagree with me. You understand what I'm saying? If I take it there, that's why I started off with Sadhguru, because I wanted you to hear, and I didn't even repeat it to you, Jerome. Jerome Law. I wanted you to hear that when you eat a bagel, you turn that bagel into you. There's nothing to understand there. That is exactly what it is. You make that bagel more human. You make that bagel human. It literally becomes integrated in all that is you of your essence. From your bladder to your anus, to your blood, to your kidneys, it 100% becomes human. There's no doubt about it because everything in this world is connected. There is no out there. There is only in here. There is no y'all, them. There's only self and other self, but I don't want to take you too fast. You're making me take you too fast. You understand what I'm saying? So let me crawl there. Let me crawl there. Yes, ma'am.
And bagels are so bad for you.
No, she couldn't resist, y'all.
Dough and sugar and heavy. And when you said that, going through your body and taking over every part of your body, it's like, oh my gosh. That'd be the worst thing. One of the worst things.
Right, which is probably why you want to let greens become human instead of,
Green. Could be other good things.
It could be other good things.
But yeah, so that's what I was thinking.
Yes,
I was
thinking I got you.
Very doughboy.
No, I like the commercials more than I like the product. That's for sure. Grace, unmute your mic. You're trying to ask me a question. I'm asking for 7 things. I said, all right, 75% over here. This is going to do this part of the day. Talk about that, not the numbers. The numbers are irrelevant. They won't understand what those are.
I don't have that.
Then how do you know what to do with your day?
Well, this picture that we
Yeah, that's not what you just said.
That's not it.
No,
that's not what I said. Okay,
what you said. Look, this is what I'm gonna show you. What you said. They don't know nothing about this. Look, this is what you said. I'm gonna put it on the screen. That don't mean nothing to them.
Oh no!
Okay, yeah, that don't mean nothing to them. It means nothing. All right, it's just numbers. I would have to start the whole call all the way over to explain numbers. No, all right. She's sending me. Okay, she's got it. She's sending me something.
Oh, okay.
We readjust the whole process. But now I did something that the human consultants would appreciate. After I show you this picture, I then meditated on it for a few days. and then meditate on it a few days. So here's how I work. So I never, whether my plan or your plan or Craig plan, don't matter to me, Arshia. I don't have anything. I just gave Arshia a plan this week or last week or whatever. And it's all about her. Like, I don't draw a salary from ATS, and I have no intentions on ever drawing the salary from ATS because I don't want to pay taxes like that. I don't want to draw a salary from ATS. That don't mean I ain't got plans for ATS. Do you understand? It just means I don't draw a salary from it. You know, it just means I ain't drawing a salary from it. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be careful. I record everything and never know what's gonna come back and bite me when I run for president or something. You know what I'm saying? Here's the picture of Grace. And right here, I says, all right, Grace, so what makes you the most money? All right, then. 100% appointments. So then what makes you the second most money? Calls. All right, then. And then, so you should send emails when needed then. Going live on my page gets referral. I mean, it makes 5% of the time. Man, I sure hope y'all stealing this picture. Please, for God's sake, please steal this picture. Referrals is 100%. Phil is big on referrals. Scheduling. Oh, it just popped up. Oh, no. Scheduling is 10%, right? You understand what I'm saying? So scheduling is 10% of that. Scheduling post. And then computer science document. I have no idea what the hell that's about. Oh, that's something else. All right. That's work she has to do. That's work she has to do. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It's just what she's doing is she's organized her day of how much she's going to spend energy. If you don't understand what I'm saying, let me break it down this way. Grace only has 100% margin. So she might as well divide up that 100% properly. And that was her plan. You understand what I'm saying? Whenever I construct a plan for you, Naj, it's always going to be about your money. I'm always going to focus on the back end. I don't care about that. So this isn't money related. This is Grace empowering herself related. Besides, we're selling something that's 99.99% discounted anyway. No, there's no money in that unless you go to a steady volume. Now pay attention. Grace, do you have written down all that stuff? Yeah, you wrote down the thing for when it did. So I took this, Phil. I took this, and I'll show y'all the raw video. I took this and I did my Antonio thing. You understand? I did my Antonio thing. I'll let you, it's not edited. By the time it's edited, y'all will see special effects and stuff all over it. But just listen to this real quick. Shorten the time equals something here that equals 14,000 a month. All right. If 88 people equal 880 hours, that's what our data says. This is what algorithms and smart computers do, except for I got a smart computer up here. 800, so do you. Everybody has a smart computer up here. 880 hours is how you're going to convert 88 people in our industry with our skills and talents, with our level of exposure, with our talent on the sales team and all the funnel, whatever it is, right? Cool. That means I want to take 880 hours down to 8 hours. All right. There's more. Y'all had to watch it later. Means if you watch it, you would get the new ATS sales process. Here's what happened. After Grace took 2 weeks to go do that, Frida, I said, Grace, tell Frida this, do this, do this, do this, this. And I told them both, now send me hourly reports. Don't play with me now. Okay. And I went back to Captain Marvel, Sergeant Smith. You know what I'm saying? After I got out of, roses are red. All right, send me my hourly reports. I want to see it. But they didn't know as I was looking for a steady stream of data. I was looking to see not what can happen, but what we are capable of. So I just let it all come back to me. And then what you see in this video, it takes us 10 hours to get one person to spend $547. Armed with that information, you are unstoppable. Yeah, man. Who in here is experiencing any sort of business or sales and understands the ramifications of what I just said? I need you to say it so people can go, no, he's right. Who understands what I'm talking about? Knowing how long it takes you to get to a $547 sale. Not a sale, but a $547 sale. That's everything. That's everything. Because if you know, then you can, not only can you predict your money, but anything you know, you can manipulate.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I know how long it take, Arshia, then I know how long I can make it last longer or go quicker. Grace personally wants 88 sales a month.
Yes.
A month. I'm gonna convince her later to bring it down to a week, but after she do that month 2 or 3 times, you know what I'm saying? Give her that confidence. 88 sales a month. This is important. And at 88 sales a month, that would put Grace at how much a month extra?
$14,000.
Anybody got any problem with an extra $14,000 a month? Anybody here?
Nope.
14,000? No?
Nope.
It's okay. 14,000 a month. You can do something. No, get that new flat screen TV you want to get.
Oh, yes, sir.
No, the internet. All right, froze up. All right, both of y'all call in. Yeah, call in just in case it kicked us off again. Don't know what's wrong with Texas. You uploading a bunch of stuff? Is that what it is? Nope. All right, it's just Texas internet. If you know 880, so what does that mean? That means 88 people are Shia, because this is what your business is kind of doing. 88 people equals 880 hours. That means 880 hours is what it would take Grace to get 88 sales. Everybody know what I'm saying? But it ain't 888 hours in 30 days. 880 hours is actually 37.5 days. So Grace will never hit her goal. That's where Antonio comes in at, because I get stuff like this. I didn't say that to her. I wanted to see the data. I didn't say that to her. I wanted to see the data. And she didn't know it until I had the outer right on the board, right? It was this day. This is about 2 weeks. We give me a 2 week little gap here. So I said, well, Grace, what we need to do, and I purposely said a phrase that y'all know now, is time collapse, right? Thanks to the humor consultants, that's the phrase I use. It's on the video. I kept saying it over and over again, right? And I kept saying, like the humor consultants taught you need a time collapse. So this is what I do to collapse time. Let's say it again. This is what Antonio does to collapse time. And the rest of that video is a showcase of Antonio's esoteric side and his technical side. You have to watch on your own. If you watch that video, not only are you going to get our new sales process, plus it's going to be written down because we wrote it down. You understand? And the picture Grace just showed, I'm going to have her write that down too. Appointments this, appointments this, appointment this. If you do that, and we know Anthony Luke is going to do it because he's still everything. If you do that, you're going to put yourself on path to make $14,000 a month. This doesn't take faith because we already did the work. You understand what I'm saying? It's just math. And you'll see it. I break everything down to a mathematical formula because my brain sees everything in math. It's a long story, but it's all, I see things in math and everything's a chessboard. So you'll see back and forth between esoteric stuff and this huge collapsing of 888 hours into 8 hours. Every 880 hours, I'm teaching Grace how to collapse that into 8 hours. And none of it is selfish. It is all saying, Grace, help Kim this way, help Kim that way, help Kim this way, help Kim that way. From now on, you are obligated. Did you teach free yet? You owe me push-ups because I told you to do it. I told you to do it that day. You owe me push-ups.
Yes.
You know, you owe me push-ups. That's okay. That's okay. She owe me push-ups. She's gonna teach you, Frida, because we wrote it down just to do that. They're now obligated. After I talk to Arshia, I must spend time with Arshia every day. Shh, don't tell nobody. Listen, it's on the video though. Our phone calls with you. That's why I want you to share the HubSpot. But it's got too much information on it. Yeah, that's why I want you. You see, so you didn't know. When I told you that 45 minutes before the call, that's how strategic. I knew I was going to come to it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? What we do is we take all your.
Get the information to the left out of the way.
But do you have the profile? Can you put the profile up there, like what you wrote down about the person?
Yes.
There's a guy, how they bleed from their kidneys and they got diagnosed with leukemia yesterday or something, nothing like that.
Yeah, no.
All right, then go ahead. Take a screenshot and send a picture there. We gotta be careful what data I try to give y'all everything, right? But I don't need to be putting up HIPAA information. You know what I'm saying? You know, this person was diagnosed with coronavirus 2 days ago. I got to be careful. I have to be careful with what we put up there. Check this process out. Grace calls Phil, and all our sale calls are psychological analysis. But I've been teaching y'all that. We do psychographics here. We don't do demographics. I've been telling you that, and I've been teaching y'all how to do it. If you don't know how to do it, then I'll give you a crash course in 1 minute timing. Go, 1 minute. Sigmund Freud says humans are running towards problem or from pain. Once you know what somebody's running towards and what they're running from, you have a very good picture of them. We spend 20 to 40 minutes on a call asking questions that are devised to find out what you're running towards and what you're running from and who you are. Now we got a triangulation. So we have, if you're land nav or understand GPS, if I have 3 points, I can tell you where you are in any part of the world. If I got 3 points of you, I could tell you who you are at any part of your experience. Okay, see, this. How do I know this? Well, it's my job. Okay, it's my purpose to know it. So we know what you're running from, we know where you're running towards, and then we ask you a lot of what we call digging deep questions about who you are. Now we got this perfect triangle. And then now what we're doing is we're sharing that to where everyone can see when they interact. It just ended. All right, so there you go. That's it. I told her 1 minute. That's it, because I'm on a mental time schedule in my head. Good thing is, Jerome, when I share this video, it's all gonna be there. Now, if you have a great sales process, don't watch the video. But if you need money, it means you suck at sales. And if you have any money problems and you don't have a sales process and you don't have a written down plan, as Think and Grow Rich would tell you to write down your plan. And if you can't say it twice aloud daily and nightly, as Think and Grow Rich would tell you in the 6 steps that you get to manifest anything, then you should probably watch that video. It's like 23 minutes and write down that plan. Or how did I open up this call? If you're here, God wanted you to be here. So, or you saying, God, I'll wait for my breakthrough later. That's on you. Because I don't have to give it away yourself. So she's getting ready to share real quick so you can see it. There we go. So this is the person's like doing all that. All right, good to go. Okay, boom. So we good. I just put it off the screen real quick because I didn't want you to have her name up there. No. All right, but that's the person, and that's all the stuff that she wants to do. Travel, this, and that. Everybody got it? Cool. Now, how do we reconcile this with a new sales process? Well, if I can get us to serve better. So where's the serving in? We're spending 10 hours a day with every person. It's difficult, but we broke it down. And we're only giving whatever person what they need, plus it's already extremely discounted. And we only focus on 2 things right now. Right? Well, what I got you focus on 2 things. I got Deanna focus on 3 things, got Tempest focus on 3 other things. And what's that? That's the influencer.
Influencer, speak to secrets. It's 3 things. Computer.
Right, but I got computer. We're doing that project. So we're focused. This was the only 2 things we're doing, and it's pretty much started like last week. We're focused on Phil and Susan teach inside information, and we're focused on influencer speakers. Everybody else, I'm saying. I mean, influencer secrets. That's it. That's all we're doing. Just those 2 things. Until they master these 2 things, we ain't focused on nothing else. Let that be a lesson to you.
Antonio, I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you have these questions that you ask people in their demographics to find out what they're interested in, what they're running to, and what they're running from.
Yep.
And you do a whole series of questionnaires for that information.
Well,
then you go back and you take that information and you evaluate it, correct? Am I correct? All right. So now after you evaluate it in what vehicle do you use to compress it so that you're not talking to one person for 10 hours? That's a ridiculous amount of time. You got to compress it to like 1 hour. So that how do you take that information and crunch it down into a funnel, which puts you at 1 hour instead of 10?
Very smart. That's where Antonio's technical side came back out. It's in the video, but I'll explain now. So we're going to start we've been doing it now. And has Kim benefited from this yet?
Yes.
She has.
Wait a minute. Tell me what you mean, because I want to make sure I understand.
The 10 hours. Are we spending 10 hours with her? I know she's benefited because no. She's one of the people who hungry, so she come. Right. Everybody ain't hungry as Kim. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. So is she getting sent stuff? See, you gotta. All right, see, hold on. Let me say this before I answer this question. Execute the plan. That's 2 holes. That's two, right? Execute the plan. This is why you need to write this stuff down. You understand what I'm saying? This is why y'all need to write this stuff down and put it on your bathroom mirror or something. Real talk. Like, you need to write it down because Kim, we're supposed to be sending you stuff too. All right, we're supposed to be sending you stuff too. Here's how we're doing it. Based on that psychological profile. Hold on, I'm sorry. Before I answer Lucas' question, because why? Why are we supposed to be sending Kim stuff? Kim spent $547. Thank you so much, Kim. We do appreciate you. Kim spent $547. And what was your commission from the 547? I don't remember.
146.
Ain't nobody breaking the bank. You understand what I'm saying? 547, 146. Nobody got rich. Nobody got poor. Is this fair? Nobody got poor. Nobody got rich. You understand what I'm saying? Nobody got poor. Nobody got rich. That's clear.
Antonio, but if she had only had to take 1 hour, then that would have been, and she did 10 people, then that would have been $1,446. So that's what I'm interested in. I'm interested in the back end of the thing that gets me to $1,460 in an hour instead of spending 10 hours to get $146. So that don't make sense to me.
No, it don't make sense. I'm going to make it make sense to you. The reason why this is important is because I told you at the beginning of when I started the irresistible stuff, like sometime in the January, the longer people spend with you, the more they should spend with you. The longer you are with me, the more you should spend with me. That means Kim should be spending $50,000, which means Antonio is making Kim $5 million. And Kim, by just showing of your head, do you mind spending $50,000 when you just, okay, there you go. You understand? When she just made $4.95 million. That's the point. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's the point. That's why Grace, Kim still needs here's the deal, because what Grace is doing and what Anthony is asking has a side effect if I don't address this. because you'll get the sale and think you won. Forget that front end sale. Kim's worth $50 million. Forget the 547. You get it? All right, now let me answer the question. So what we decided to do is spend 1 hour with Kim, but plug her into 10 hours worth of stuff. Luckily for Antonio, he records everything. I have over 1 million hours released and another 2 million unreleased. Yep. This is
Okay, now I have another question.
Okay.
How much the person that's on here and they're trying to get their thing started, they're trying to launch themselves.
Yep.
How many hours of content do they need to develop before they start so that they can do that, so they can have that in a straight path without going all divergent all over the place and losing in the beginning?
Yeah, very good question. I wouldn't start anywhere. I wouldn't start developing content before I start doing this. Why? Because that's not what I did. What I did was I said, Kim, do you mind if I record this call? Is there anything you want to say off recording? Because I want to use this content to help people later, whatever comes up. And she says, no, I'm good. Or she says, yeah, I can't stand my husband with his rat, all that. And I say, good, that's off camera, that's off recording. And after that, we start recording. What I'm trying to tell you is don't build up a pipe drive. Don't build up some pipeline. Start documenting now. And your actual calls can actually become content for later. That is exactly what I did. That's time collapsing again, right, Anthony? Instead of you building content, you take your daily activities and make them content. That's what I would do. That's exactly what I would do. And that's what I did. That's what I did. So now what we do is, since we got Mexit News, do me a favor, crop that picture and take the lady's name out. All right. I don't have a problem with her name on it, but once you put her psychological profile up there plus her name, she naked. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right. Take her name off. Now, what I was getting ready to say is, we got Mexit News articles, all selfless serving, and we got videos, all selfless serving. So what happens is, when Kim says, this is what I'm running towards, guess what we do? We're sending to Kim more information that she can't find herself, or she would find it one day, but it's going to take her 300 hours to find it. We can send it to her in 3 minutes. So when Kim says, I want to learn about Shiba, cryptocurrency. Okay. And we send her all the information, all my teachings on that. And now she gets sped up. Now she's living her dreams. Pay attention. And now her $547 thing she paid for starts feeling like $5.47. So we're consistently keeping Kim.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
There's something to add here.
Oh, yeah.
What I know about writing this year, had I known that last year, I would be 5 years ahead.
Right.
It's just like, think about Bitcoin. If you knew about how much its price would rise 3 years ago, you would be 50 years ahead in your income. So it's not just 3 years. Because of how computers and internet and markets are evolving, just knowing 1 year's worth of something a year earlier can put you 10, 20, 30 years ahead.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And in the video that we're going to show, that I'm going to edit and show for you, it has it all broken down, but the concise answer to the question is, while Antonio gets Deanna as a new prospect and sees her, when she buys or before she buys or after she buys, we're still going to fulfill all of Deanna's dreams by sending her resources and videos, whether it be written or it could be even infographical, or it could be a video of just what she asked for, nothing else. Her entire ATS experience will be tailored to what she's running towards or what she's running from. This is why so many, and we've been doing this, but now we got a written down plan to do it, and it's better. This is why so many of y'all ATS experiences are different than others, because you ain't got no ATS experience. What you have is your experience that ATS just jumped into. When this is honest to God true, Sister Booker said she had to do some stuff, some things was happening, and then she stepped back a little bit, blah, 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 just being on like 1 or 2 calls. I said, how can we bring ATS to you? All right, Grace, you got that? All right, go ahead. I see. I can't. These nuggets is falling so fast. I'm not sure if y'all,
I'm at work, but I gotta say that is so like on point. That's so what the deal is, because without a bowl and the eggs and the milk, you end up with something dry that has no purpose, and it does not mix together regardless of what you do with it. I just wanted to say that.
No, that's good. That's good. Bring it back up, Grace. Now, somebody asked, can I get the Dig a Deep script? You can, but that's something I'm going to say next year in a little bit, because I'm getting ready to bring up Pathbender. I've been working on Pathbender for quite some time. Getting ready to bring it
Antonio,
up. Yes,
host has disabled screenshot sharing. What's up?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't know.
No, you
don't. Nah. So y'all can't screenshot? That's so cool. I hope y'all can take a picture. So I don't know. We go after this. Go in that setting and we'll disable it today. They're gonna let us do it now. Here it is. She has a t-shirt business. So what should Arshia, this is simple. She has a t-shirt business. So I start sending her stuff that has success for t-shirt business. Grace starts sending her stuff that has success about t-shirt businesses. And then there's Arshia, who's doing a product launch company out on Nothing to Buy But You Will this week. And we start putting her on, we start putting her on screenshot. I'm looking at a lost thing. We start putting her on product lunches and things like that to, and just go travel business, etc. All these things we've got content for. And we're not talking about one piece of content. No, we're talking about hundreds of pieces of content that this person should be getting all by themselves, to themselves. If you don't think that's valuable, you're not a servant. Imagine how many times you say, oh man, ATS got so much stuff, it's overwhelming. Well, all right, this is getting past the overwhelming. This is bringing it directly to you. Some of y'all got a problem with this. Like Margie is so happy and she can't stand it. She just, you ain't got to do nothing. But I need something, right? And I respect that. I respect that. She's saying, look, I've been handling myself all these years. I get it. I get it. But think of this as a full concierge service. That's important. That's so important. That's so important, right? Think of it as a full concierge service. Now, how long is Kim spending time with us in a week?
I'm coming.
There you go. Is it just that one phone call we did? Or is it every text message? You get it? But now that's 10, 20 hours a week, or it could even be a day, depending on how aggressive Kim is. Now that's a whole different ball game. That's shortening the sales process up. How? Because let's say Kim is a prospect, and then she said, well, I get paid next Friday, or I get paid in 2 weeks. Okay, that's 2 weeks that we gonna nurture Kim alone selflessly, not something that's selling. Here's what you said. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. Like, we're going to send her the stuff, paid and unpaid, Want to send her the stuff paid and unpaid that she can't get nowhere else. That is according to a phone call. So her free phone call would have paid her thousands of dollars before she ever paid hundreds of dollars. That's what we're talking about, right? That's the side. Which brings me to the last point. So I've been working on Pathbender since last year. I think I still have the growth graphic in here. And I told y'all the last Mexit conference that it would be out after Mexit. And that was true. It was still after Mexit. I mean, 5 years from now, it'll still be true. It'll still be after Mexit. It'll still be after Mexit. Oh, I need my hard drives plugged in. Unplug that and plug it back in. After Mexit or something. But every time I want to release it, Joel Osteen calls it a check in his spirit. You know, I'm talking about, Jerome, how you're supposed to be doing something. It's just like, you gotta be like, checking his spirit. Well, I've now made Pathbender a 12-week program that comes with a lifetime membership. So it's a 12-week program that comes with a lifetime membership. And it includes a lot. It includes a lot. I was working on it all last night. I was inspired today. This all weekend was just a fantastic weekend for my creative juices to flow. Forget what comes in the 12 things. Let's just give you the stuff you're not expecting. Things like herbal remedies, wound medicine, depending on, okay, just depending on, because it's for male and female. Yoga. We're not playing no games, man.
Oh.
Intuitive. Anyway, I don't want to say too much. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to take too much. Spiritual baths, all sorts of stuff. Because what is Antonio? Completely technical, completely esoteric. Both in, right? Completely. And every time I attempted to put it out, just had this. It's not the highest expression of yourself. And don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. The price even dropped too. Man, actually dropped the price to $1,000. I think it went from almost $4,000, $2,720, but it ain't gonna sell today. So it's not gonna sell today. So you're right. I'm just telling you. It's a 12-week program that comes with a lifetime membership because the program never stops. It's just a 12-week intensive program that then gives you a certification, right? You know what I'm saying? And then gives you something. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna read this exactly how in fact, I'm not gonna read it. Tatiana, what's happening with you? Her curls stay popping too, by the way. She's straight in the hair, she's gonna lose all her fans. That's what's gonna happen. That's what's gonna happen. You there, Tatiana? I don't know why my energy is pulling at me. And where my man Stradivari at? That's my man. He probably he probably playing them drums right now in the class. Okay, let me get you. Deanna, give me some of that empathy.
She's working hard, right?
I'm working hard as my curls. I know that's right. I ain't mad at you. Deanna, read this with your empathy. This is me. This is the whole basis of Pathbender. You take too long to unmic.
On my page. Sorry. Okay. There we go. The biggest mistake that people make is that they think success should be easy and come quickly. They think they can get success by simply thinking successful thoughts and doing what other successful people do. But all real lasting success takes a long time. So you have to build a foundation within yourself. You have to become the kind of person who can enjoy the kind of success that you want to enjoy.
All right, there's a lot there. That is me. Those are my words. Okay. Yes, Susan appreciates that. That is me. That is my words for sure. Grace, read that them start at but all real. Deanna, when she finishes, read that last sentence. This is where the heart of the message is at. Go ahead, Grace.
But all real lasting success takes a long time. So you have to build the foundation within yourself.
Listen, before you go, Deanna, all real success takes far longer than what any of y'all think. I know nobody likes to hear this, but all real success has to sit on a foundation that's unbreakable. All real success takes a long time. Brian Tracy didn't become Brian Tracy when he was named Brian Tracy. You are Brian Tracy. There you go. You're successful now. That is not the way that worked. Do you understand what I'm saying? Phil did not become humor until people start dying. Yes, ma'am.
There's always a story behind it.
That's
there's
right.
There's the story there.
Right.
To get to the success.
That's right.
And that's what people really love to hear. It's the story because they relate to that.
That's right. Absolutely right.
Feel that, well, I've been creating that foundation. How can I create more of that foundation to get where you are if you've gone through that?
Amen. That was deep. That was, how can you even give advice to somebody when you ain't been through it? You ain't been through it. So read that sentence again, Grace, because this time I'm not going to stop you. I want you to pick right back on. It's Deanna's sentence. I don't even know what to tell you. It's Deanna's sentence, though. Okay, all the other sentences lead to Deanna's sentence. Go ahead, Grace.
But all real lasting success takes a long time. So you have to build the foundation within yourself.
You have to become the kind of person who can enjoy the kind of success that you want to
enjoy. If you want to be successful, if Law wants to move to Texas, Law has to become the kind of person who has moved to Texas. See, I don't like that. You don't like that. If you want, what Ibrahim was telling you earlier, that I gave him an idea about the writing, that wasn't him. He's a writer, not a manager of personnel. He's become the kind of person who is successful at writing and gets paid for it. I mean, he reads where he shouldn't, and he does this where he shouldn't. Listen to me very well. I will be the first to admit to you that ATS is brilliant. But if you haven't become the kind of person to catch that information and run with it, you're going to take a little bit longer. I know that. I got 5 years of proof just looking at y'all. You have to become the kind of person that what? Who can enjoy what? The kind of success you talking about. Some of you want mansions, but you're not a mansion person. You want the lifestyle, but can't handle the taxes. I'm talking now. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things unseen, somebody said to me privately. You have to become the type of person that equals the kind of success that you are imagining. You have to do that. Pathbender is that. It's two different things. It's both technical and esoteric, mostly esoteric. That's for sure about it. You should be thinking ayahuascas and all sorts of stuff, but we'll just hold off on all that, right? That kind of talk right now. You know what I'm saying? You should be thinking. You should be thinking that. Here's what I'm doing up front. I'm attempting to create a society within the society. Because I'm going to need some help now. Everybody gets old enough to know. Let me say it the way I really want to say it, Jerome. Every young man gets old enough to know he needs some wise and old folk around him. Every young man gains this understanding at some point. Every young man. And where we go next, which is extremely fast, we're 3 years ahead of what I thought we would be, and that actually, well, thank you for the class, but it scares me too, right? Yeah, because I'm ready, but I've got to get some folk readier. Where we go next, Najee? I need some folk who can mentor folk. And I need to create levels in ATS that people want to jump to. And man, I really need y'all to hear this. No doubt. I need to create levels in ATS people want to jump to. And I'm not talking about money. I need to protect those levels with money, though. But I'm not talking about money. Like, look how her she is. Like, every y'all look at her. She got a camera. She young and dumb and wise and old at the same time. Same time. She wise and old, young and dumb at the same time. She gonna need some help. And it ain't like she can go somewhere else. And for most of you, we ain't got nowhere else. You see, Jerome gets it. For most of we ain't got nowhere else. We try to have these conversations with people and be like, I'm not going to talk to my cousin no more. I don't know why I even came over here. We ain't got nowhere else to go. We don't have nowhere else to go. And I realized, well, I didn't realize, it was always planned, but I'm using these words, that before we build this physical society I keep talking about, I have to make it digital as possible. But before we can get to the metaverse, it's got to be in the culture. See it? It's got to be in the culture. So I need to create some things that people want to jump to. And Pathbenders is that jump. There's no doubt about it. That's why I started with that side guru. Like, what is spirituality and how do you start? Well, obviously you start at the beginning. Obviously. How do you start anything? At the beginning. And that's always going to be the answer. Well, where's the beginning? At the beginning. Right? The beginning is at the beginning. And that answer is the who, what, when, and how. And why. So I put out a post and I said, 2 people. Here's the deal. Some of you, most things around here are free. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. It's my purpose. I also need to protect some of the other things by not having them free. Because I don't need that mindset in some of these higher levels. It's not personal. It's just wisdom. You know what I'm saying? It's just wisdom. It's just wisdom. I also know that until you pay for something, you don't appreciate it. We all know that. But my grandmother told me every doggone day, get in that house and take off them school shoes. And I stomped all over them. As soon as I start paying for them, Jerome, I didn't want toe lines in them. You hear me? Walking like this. I didn't even want to crunch my feet up, Susan. All that bending. Nope, ain't no toe lines in these shoes. I bought these myself. We don't appreciate stuff unless we buy it. We don't appreciate stuff when we buy it. So here's my ending. How many people responded? 3. I'm gonna assume. Can you pull up that message? I think it's on Discord. Pull up. Grace is gonna read the message. I'm looking for. They go right back to the box. Well, I know that's right. I'm looking. Which, by the way, let me just. I have a 13-year-old son, and I have these clean Converses in my clean. They limited edition. They like light brown leather, you know, that cool. Yeah. And they high top.
Yes.
And they ain't got no toe lines in them. I only wore them twice. Well, my deep voice 13-year-old son say, Daddy, what size shoe you wear? This ain't got nothing to do with that. I just feel like telling it. Daddy, what size shoe you wear? I say 12, sometime at 13. I'm a 12. I say, you a 12? You a 12?
Basically.
I'm a 12. Look, I'm a 12. I said, so any shoes in my closet is yours. I knew you was gonna say that. Ain't nothing in there but dress shoes, some Converse in there. Well, 2 minutes later, them were his Converse. All right. Yeah, they had that dude, but I had it yesterday. I thought it was too funny. Daddy, what size shoe you wear? That's what he's talking. He always taller than me. Everybody in my family tall. I'm sure it's one of my family. So he almost taller than me. He taller than his mom. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
You should have told him the size your feet can't fit.
I know, right? So, yeah, that jail talk. Your size. Yeah. So I ain't got no more shoes no more. My little girl born in my birthday month, so I ain't got no birthday month, and I ain't got no more shoes. And the middle one just waiting. He just waiting to grow a little bit. I ain't gonna have nothing. Anyway, read that. Wow, before you read the message, I'm looking. I have to. It's time. It's time to give mentorship to the Tatianas out there, right? There's some Mitzies out there that have something and also need something. And I need people like her to help the Arshias, but then she needs help too. You know what I'm saying? And so I need somebody more along than her to help her. We all, you know, a human not going up is about to die.
Mm.
The human not going up is about to die. You know, once you lose that drive to go up, you know, your body starts failing, your organs start failing. I've seen it over and over. All of you know it. You know it's the truth. You know it's the truth. I'm not making this up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, your body start getting sick, and you start dying off. It take you 7-10 years to do it, but you start dying off. And you've been dead a long time though. You've been dead a long time. So we're looking for these leaderships and stuff. There is no part of 2022 or that's a lie. There's no part of 2022 in which that's the truth. There's no part of 2022 in which you're going to see Antonio do anything for money for Antonio. There's no part of 2023 in which Antonio's going to do anything money for Antonio. Not the jealousy. You know, I do stuff on my own outside of this. 2022 and 2023 are all built for research and development. All money is to pay the people around me, and the rest goes into R&D. Get better at certain things, learn new programs, programming languages, etc. The next 3 years, that's all foundational stuff. It's to build that, to expand, not to build, it's already going to be built, but to expand, strengthen, and dominate that foundation. That's 3 years from now, right? That's 5 years. But in year 6, I will ball all the way out of control. I'm telling you right now, I have no intentions on drawing a salary from ATS into at least 2027, but I will then. And by that time, I would deserve it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So when I tell you, take this opportunity, you need to talk to you and your God and listen, because what I'm building is a culture that turns into a digital city that then turns into a physical city. And don't think I'm lying. Me and Ibrahim already wrote the book. I kid you not. Sometime a year and a half ago, I already wrote the book. I had Abraham do the first part, and I'm working on the second part. It's called Life Without Money. I kid you not. I am not joking. The book starts off with, this book shouldn't cost no money. That's the first words of the book. I'm not joking.
Yeah, Antonio, we wrote Life Without Money, and then because of a series of mishaps, that started to become my actual real life.
I know, right?
So I had to go collect some money.
You had to go collect some
so
money.
we could just roll out Life Without Money later, because I physically had no money at one point.
Yeah, I know.
But never again.
I know, right? That's what happens when you scale it too fast. We even had some scaling too fast on our end. That's for sure. That's for sure. Both of us affected both of us for sure. But I just want you to know, like this has been planned. If you read Sorry I'm Streaming, it's written down. I'm not, y'all just listening new. I'm not talking new. You're listening new. I've been planning this stuff. Grace, so that
also, by the way,
go ahead, brother.
The book came out, Antonio, Sorry I'm Streaming came out last year, but you had the notes, like the source material you used is literally from like before even Netflix became a thing. So like your whole book about streaming and creating a company like Netflix was before Netflix actually became a thing. Like your notes are even like they're ancient.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
They really are. I was working. If you watch some old videos, you'll see. If you watch some old videos, what was the name of that video I sent you, Grace? If you watch some old videos, y'all will see how much I started writing that Sorry I'm Streaming book in 2014. I really did. I'm so way up there. I sent you the link, huh? What was that? It was the one with Carrie.
Oh.
What was the name of it? Yes. I sent the video. Was it in Line App?
It was.
Okay, yeah, let's go find that. There should be a little link section real quick.
Yes.
Okay, I see Shannon. But find the one with Carrie. I might have sent it to you directly and told you to send it. Send it to Tillman or something. And mute your mic real quick. Great. Share your Discord screen while I'm. Oh, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. You see the picture. Share your Discord while you're looking at. Share your Discord screen, and I want to wrap it up. Yeah, so slow. I need Joel Osteen production team behind me. There you go. Come on. All right, right here it says two people only. If y'all hear me talk in short sentences, it means I'm not negotiating with y'all. All right, just so you know my personality. Spend the rest of the year with me building your business and life. Conditions apply. Text Grace Sanders. All right, two people only. It's right there. 100%. It's at the top. That top one. P. That is my gaming name. All right. I'm dead serious. Two people, I think 3 of them responded, right? So I'm just assuming y'all didn't see the message or not. It doesn't bother me. Conditions do apply. But funny though, Najee, how I posted that Friday or Saturday, and I come on this Monday call talking about building business and life. Interesting. I do not know how to be spontaneous, y'all. I don't. I plan my spontaneous moves. I am terrible to date. I have no idea how Deanna makes it throughout the day. Okay? It's impossible. Let me help you. Let me help you. Those two people know who they are. I'm not fit to pitch them. I ain't fit to say nothing else, and I ain't got to do no explanations. You know who you are. You understand? When I said something in 2012, I planted my first church. I planted 2 churches so far, and my goal was to plant 25 before I die, but I'm not necessarily, I'll still finish that goal. But I haven't planted a church since 2014. That's not true. Yeah, so anyway, something like that. When I said in front of a bunch of people, I felt like I was supposed to plant a church, Before I knew who it was, Tempest already knew it was her. I'm trying to help you. Those two people know who they are. I don't know who you are, but you know who you are. And every time you hear it and see it, it hurt that you ain't doing nothing about it. I ain't got to talk to you. No, you ain't getting no details. Conditions most certainly apply, because that has everything to do with Pathbender and beyond. I'm going to tell you that straight up. Did you hear me, Jerome? It's got everything to do with Pathbender and beyond. If you think the future of Antonio looks like computer programming, you're not paying attention. The future of Antonio looks more like Sadhguru. I just happen to be a computer programmer. You understand? That just telling you what it is. Okay? Just telling you what it is. Just telling you what it is. You got it?
I do have it. Have it. But it went from 3 to 4 people. One person came in and said, "I think I saw this."
Fair enough. That's why every time Grace told me, I said, keep them coming. I didn't want to make a decision then because I knew everybody wouldn't go be checking themselves on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? I knew everybody would check themselves on the weekend. So I purposely did that. I knew what to do. I didn't want to leave nobody else out. But I also know I'll know these people because I wanted to search for them. I know who they are. I don't know who they are right now, but I know I will. I know I will because I know the plans I have for them. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm just telling you what it is. I'm just telling you what it is. I don't need. I'll give you a hint. I'll tell you what I'm thinking about. These two people are outside feeling Susan. Can't be feeling Susan. They hiding that. You know what I'm saying? But they already here. I knew that divinely upon day one. You know what I'm saying? But we talking like feeling Susan, Deanna and Grace, stuff like that. You'll know. I'll know when I know. I'll know when I know. Okay. What else was you gonna say something else on the screen?
I have the video here.
Share that video, Carrie, real quick. You share with the sound?
Yes.
All right. She finna share with the sound. Check this out. Share the date first before you first play. You muted.
August 7th, 2014.
So what you're telling me, Grace, it's on August 7th, 2014. I was shooting film and stuff for a Baptist convention.
Correct.
How many churches in the Baptist convention?
72, 73.
So I've been on. Okay.
Been on.
Okay. Go ahead, Grace. Hit play. Stop right there, Grace. The rest of the video don't matter. It's garbage. Don't matter. I just need you to get that this says Brooke Carrot Films, a Brooke Carrot Baptist Church company. I just need you to get that was the official name of my church. I just need you to get Jerome. While everybody else trying to pastor, I'm trying to start film companies. In 2014, I'm already building a streaming company while everybody else trying to read the Bible. I'm just trying to tell you what it is. I am very, very different. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is. That's physical evidence. Okay. Had a little intro, best of my ability at the time. Boom. That's what it is. Design a graphic myself. I do way better now, but that's ain't the point. Point is, everything I have been planning, and I promise you this, since 2011, when me and Tempest sat down in Starbucks and did a brain cluster, wrote everything down, I still keep the picture, has come to pass. It actually has come to pass 3 years ahead of time. Every single thing that I wanted to do has been accomplished. And most of it by pure I forgot I wrote that down, but it was in my spirit. And so it just came out. You know what I'm saying? You write it down, it's in your spirit, it comes out. 2 of you, I want to sacrifice today. 2 of you, you know who you are.
It's now 5 people.
Okay, it's 5 people. Okay, you know who you are. And I could be wrong about 2. I don't know, the source to tell me. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 1. But don't Don't be like them. Now, there's no such thing as them. There's no out here. There's no else them. But let me use this word right now. Don't be like them. This is not no free opportunity. This ain't no paid opportunity. It's neither or and it's both and. You understand? It's neither or and it's both and. I guarantee you, your experience will not be the same. I promise you, I have one rule when it comes to myself when I teach people. If you ever try to make me teach you like somebody else, you're fired. That's not what I do. Your experience is completely different. You would not get the same experience. But I know I have a hole and at least 2 people need to fill it up. And that's quite loaded. You understand? I have a hole, at least 2 people need to fill it up.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if you remember when I first came on board here a few years back. You and I had a conversation one-on-one about going into a room. And you're the leader, but you have to have 2 people in that room with you.
Come on, man.
And when they go into that room, they're not the leader, you are, but they got to play their role and you got to play your role. And if you got to tell them what their role is before they go in the room, they can't go in the room with you.
That's right.
And when you come out of the room, what you went there to accomplish will get done. And I told you then.
You did.
I have not seen those 2 people around you.
Jerome, get what I'm saying. So you know they knew people, huh, Jerome? You know they.
I said that then.
You did.
And now you say what you're saying now. And by the way, Antonio.
Yes, sir.
I'm not one of those 2 people because I'm not ready at this moment.
I know. And I know what you're waiting on.
Oh, wait.
I know what you're waiting on. And I also know you'll be in Texas. I know when you're coming to Texas.
Well, hello. And I'm hungry.
And you're hungry. Yeah, I know.
So I just wanted to share that with the audience, just in case, just wanted to share.
Yep. Just like I know, I've been dropping the bug around here about Arshia. Just like I know Arshia is becoming instrumental. I ain't said a word. I haven't said it. Even Susan agrees. I ain't said a word. I just say y'all know y'all underestimating Arshia. That's all I say. I don't. Ain't that what I say? That's all I say. I don't say nothing else. I said that Friday. I don't say nothing else, Jerome. I just say, I know y'all underestimate Arshia, huh? And I offer no other explanation besides that, Susan. I don't say nothing else. I just say, you know, you're underestimating Arshia, right? That's all I say. I don't say nothing else. Yeah, Tatiana, them curls is popping. If you ever straighten your hair, you're going to lose 15 fans immediately. Okay? But hear me, because I'm over time, but I'm over time. Sometimes if I say something really good towards the end, it's because I wanted people to fall off. I don't do stuff by accident. I'm only, I'm looking for a certain energy. This is not a free opportunity. It's not a paid opportunity. What I have to do next, one of the first things I'm going to do, I told you I was going to start February 15th. I've already started. I'm going to start it vocally out loud March 15th. I have to start raising $25 million. The $25 million serves one purpose, Susan, one purpose only. It ain't going nothing to do with no payroll. It ain't buying no Jags, the animal or the car. It ain't buying either one of them. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna be walking no dolphin down the street. Ain't gonna be none of that. Nope. It's to buy a city in Texas. That's what it's for. That's the only purpose. It has no other purpose. It's to buy a city in Texas. And the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm telling you, listen to me. It's going to be surrounded by well water. I'm no dummy. And we're going to get solar energy as fast as possible. I'm trying to tell you who I am. Okay. I'm trying to tell you who I am. And Texas is full of well water, full of it. And I got a whole map telling me all the positions of all the well water.
So I should Google that area and then get my complexes going up in that area for the people.
You a smart man, because they're gonna need somewhere to live. And I expect you to say that, because then I'm gonna say, well, Anthony says you got it here. Let's just contract. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Everybody deserves money because money is just thank you in abundance, and everybody deserves abundance of thank yous and abundance of abundance. So there you go. It doesn't bother me one bit. You know who you are. You know who you are. And I ain't said that. I don't bother Tati.
Antonio.
She showed feeling pulled, ain't she? Go ahead. Go ahead, Ibrahim. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, at one point, your idea of the city was to make it in was it Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
No, it wasn't Nigeria. Uganda. It was Uganda.
Got him.
Ghana, sorry. Yeah. And then the whole metaverse and NFT thing happened, and you're like, oh, we can actually accumulate enough wealth to do it here in the States.
Yep.
And then you shifted the plan to Texas.
The States.
Texas. You didn't announce it. But I could see it. I'm watching your moves.
Yeah, you watching it. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what happened very briefly. I went to Ghana, had a good time, and I realized it might be better to start in America, because I'm not interested in helping poor people. That's not my interest. That's somebody else's light. That's not my light. I'm interested in empowering 100,000 middle-class people to then go help poor people. I said what I said, and I meant it the way I said it.
That makes a lot of sense.
That's what, for the way my light is, that makes sense for me. Somebody else can go help. Now, that don't mean I don't help poor people. I'm not calling people down to poor. I'm talking about, how is my life supposed to be? It's far faster for me to make Arshia 1,000,000 times better. And she wants to do all that stuff and have 100,000 hers just surrounding the planet where we are one. This makes sense. It makes sense. That's more of a Jesus approach than, or actually more of a Jesus and Paul approach than a Peter approach, right? I'm not here to be the bishop. I'm starting it and leaving. Do you understand? Jerome, as soon as I start it, as soon as it gets the right leader, I am leaving. I am leaving. And by the time I'm finished, I would be barefoot somewhere where it never snows.
Tough.
I'm just telling you, somewhere where it never snows. I'm dark enough for tropical weather. You hear me?
Yes.
I can handle the tan. I can handle the tan. My skin is set up for it. That's where I'm going. Pathbender, most of our conversations at the point, I'll give it to you since you all stayed longer. This is, unless somebody crazy enough to watch YouTube, is going to be one of the biggest things I do moving forward. And it will be talked about more than, and built more than anything ATS, because it's all ATS to me. Business, sales, and marketing are going to come at you rapidly and just consistently. And it's all going to be on YouTube and ATS TV. YouTube and ATS TV. And it's all free. It's all free. I'm actually considering, now I think I'm gonna keep it's 1 year payment, $157, something like that. I'm gonna have it that way. It's just once a year, $157, because I want to kind of weed out. I have a plan, and I just want to, money separates people. Sometimes you need to put money there to separate people. Right. So this is what Pathbender is. Pathbender genuinely cost, this is 100%. This is every single thing right here. I won't show this on you. Well, maybe I'll put it on YouTube. But this is every single thing right here. That's everything. That's all behind the scenes. It's right there in the chat. I see Grace was like, so is this I said, you can call it MSRP. I don't care what you call it, Grace. I called it. This Pathbender costs $1,700. That's what it costs. Its total price is $2,710. Pathbender costs $1,700. It's one of the most important things I would do. When I'm done, I'll be known for that more than anything else. But I understand I need to empower people. If I'm going to help Tatiana, I also got to help Frida. So it needs to have a $510 commission tied to it, which raised the price up to whatever it raised up. Then I added an extra $500 on the Pathbender price. Why? So we can get money? No, look at what it says. $500 back to the customer. Because I know you're not going to invest in yourself, so I'm going to do it for you. Joel Osteen did me the same way. Joel Osteen made me pay $1,500 for a Lakewood internship. I did it for 2 years. The second year was free. All $1,500 went back to me and the other 23 people that were selected. It was per diem a day for our food when we traveled. It was our plane tickets, and it was 10 books and all sorts of stuff. Lakewood never charged us, and they made us get insurance. They made us get insurance too. Lakewood never charged us. What they did was they put that $1,500 in escrow, and at $1,500 was used to accelerate our ascension. Well, I'm doing the same thing with Pathbender. That $500 is because you're going to do spiritual baths and stuff. I even told you. I looked at the clock and I was like, it was too early to say something. I ain't gonna tell her right now. I don't want people to fall off. Spiritual baths, all sorts of stuff. You're gonna get a Deanna, is my little tablet thingy in here? My little grimoire looking thingy? See if it's in my backpack. If not, it's at the house. Go see if it's in my backpack, Grace. Grace got it. You're gonna get things. You're going to get things to write spells. I'm not going to bother you too much, though. Don't worry about it. All right. Don't worry about it. All right. You're going to get things to write your affirmations on and stuff down. You're going to get $500 worth of things back to accelerate your journey, which now makes that price, that's Grace knows real estate talks, a new purchase price is $2,710. That's it. Like the price isn't some random price. It's filled with why it's there. It's at the house. Okay. It's filled why it's there. It's $1,700. It's all this. That's it. That's it. And then I told Grace what we'll do is we'll try to make one sale a day because I only want 365 people a year. That's it. 12-week program, lifetime thing to push you up. I can assure you, and hear me well, what comes next, what you learn from me next is all I know and who I actually am. Now that's up to you and how you receive that. I got nothing to do with that. You know what I'm saying? I got nothing to do with that, but it's been in the making the whole time. It's exactly why there's only 2 products being sold, one for ATS, one for human consultants. That's it. That's exactly why. Everything is on hold but these things. Why? Because that's the first foundation. The first foundation is split in 2. Human consultants and ATS are the foundation. You didn't hit me. I'm trying to speak past your representative. I'm trying to speak to your divine. Sometimes you meet people along your journey that have no blood relation to you, but are very much you. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And so that's why it's like that. Yeah. That's why it's like that. And from what comes next, I need the human consultant solid. And I need, it's not ATS particularly, it's the people who believe like the human consultant solid. Because all the money is going back to these people and the machine that keeps these people. You know, it's a lot easier to get help when people ain't drowning. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got to take care of your Monicas and your Graces and stuff right there, right? That's all this year is about. Actually, not this year, more like in the next 90 days, but we'll get there when we get there. So be ready, because one of the first things I'm doing is I'm going to make a way for Ibrahim to get a weekly stipend. And I'm going to make sure, he knows that I've done it before, and I'm going to make sure that it happens to where he doesn't need clients. Now, if he want them, he a grown ass man. I got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with me, right? I don't want to stop anybody's free will. But it's best to get clients when you feel like it than to get clients because you have to.
Mm-hmm.
That's why
Exactly. That's how you get good clients.
That's it. That's right. And that's why Ibrahim is on that staff directory list of Mexican News. Like, nothing changed for me. And nothing changes for me. If I say something until I unsay it, which is extremely rare, I'm not unsaying nothing. Nothing changes for me. So that's it for me. If you missed today, the point of today is I'm about to do something extremely esoteric. And right now, your free and discount and help me is in the way. Not of me. It ain't bothering me at all. It's in the way of you. Stop thinking of things as paid and stop thinking of things as free. And start thinking of things as, where am I going? And if you've never seen me in fullness, well, you just ain't been looking, because I'm always in fullness every day. But trust me, I can hear your conversations in your head. Don't test me. You'll see one day. I hear them in your head. So let me address your collective conversation with one final statement. It's time. And you've been knowing it's time. And you didn't need me to tell you it's time. That's why you're going through all this pain. That's why it ain't been comfortable for you, even though you declared and decreed.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to a bunch of people who have not settled. You did not settle. You conformed. You didn't settle. None of you lowered your standards. There's not a single person here lowered your standards. What you did was you adjusted to poverty. And that ain't you. And deep down, you know I'm right. You adjusted to your situation, because that's what humans do. We're not doing that no more. There's nobody here lowered your standards. You did not settle. You adjusted. We are no longer adjusting to poverty. And if I said something that stirred your soul, you were supposed to be here. Antonio T. Smith Jr., you can't plant better.
Antonio.
Yes, sir. Sorry. Yes, tonight.
Tonight.
I forgot it's not Friday. Go ahead.
Well, of course, we love to hear the wins and challenges.
Yes.
And it's an opportunity for you to bring your challenges to us and have the group work on them right there in real time. So to me, that's priceless. And then, of course, we're going through a process of asking questions to increase your level of gratitude, because the more grateful you are, the more vibration you put out into the universe, and the more that will come back to you. So tonight is there anything you can forgive yourself for and be grateful for the lesson? Name some times you lucked out and write down about the best decisions you've ever made. So we go through that process and have people bring those answers, those questions to the light of day to help them increase their vibration of gratitude, but also give them material to use as they go out there and become influencers.
Very good. We definitely see y'all there at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for that. Grace, I'm glad you stopped me, Phil, because Tatiana and Mitzi, I am going to put Grace on. I want you to contact both of them daily. You understand? All right. What you do with this is on you. Just know that I don't do anything until I meditate. Nothing. And 3 different times y'all done came up in my meditation. Doesn't matter why. But I'm putting my most trusted doer on the 2 of you. You understand? I'll tell you about Misty, but I ain't gonna tell you about Tatiana. All right. Misty, what she told me, Misty hit me up. She's got some folk. Mitzi. Well, I thought I was saying. No, I wasn't saying Misty. I just need to stop slurring my words. I was saying Mitzi. I had the T and I had it all up in there. I need to talk better. That's all that is. She hit me up. She got some people she want to connect. That ain't all though. That's just all she said. So I want you to just stay in touch. I want y'all to become friends. Tatiana's different. I ain't got nothing else to say. I'm taking care of Stradivari. You're gonna take care of her. She know what I mean. She know. You can play it better. You can dominate. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one. Hit both of them up after this call, and y'all establish your own relationships. Love y'all. You're very welcome. All right.
Love you.
more.
Appreciate you.
All right, y'all have